Hello and welcome to another Wednesday Waffle. Kind of a special one this week. I'm going to talk about what we've been up to and some subtle little changes. Talk about the videos, which is basically the subtle little changes. The waffle, which will this week will be the 8-question challenge. And then some stuff. Okay, what have we been up to? Well, last weekend we were off on a Donda, still within county, so we were at Ordikish, and we're focusing on the Jean Carr's stone when it comes to the videos. You'll have to watch them to find out what Jean Carr's stone is, or Jean Carr's stone. And now on to the videos. This Friday's video is a walkabout to Findlater Castle and some drone footage of the castle. Just a day trip, not a Donda. Next week's videos, Monday we're at Challange and a walk at the Secret Seminary. Go see the videos. Wednesday will be a waffle and we're haven't got a clue what it'll be about. And then on Friday, Rose Isle Forest for a bit of geocaching and a walk on our day trip. So let's move on to the waffle. All I've really got to do about that is introduce these pair of reprobates who seem to be lost in the trees, and they do go on a bit.
Finished?
Haven't even started yet. Welcome to the 8 Questions Challenge, part of this week's Wednesday Waffle. We're out at Ordikish. Don't ask me to say that again. So we're going to ask, we've been challenged by Caravantastic to complete the 8-question challenge. At the end of it, we're supposed to challenge a couple of channels as well.
Challenge your mouth more like.
But it's going to be that kind of challenge.
Tongue twisters.
What's your favourite playlist?
I don't have one. I have a very eclectic taste in music. It depends on the mood I'm in. So anything from classical, heavy rock, and a lot in between.
Pretty much ditto. Though I do like a bit of heavy rock. You know, proper music. None of this modern stuff. I like...
Long-tailed tits.
I saw them.
Sorry. Bird watching. Sorry.
I like anything, really, pretty much. But I particularly like things where you can understand the words. And I know that's a joke about the older people get. But no, I prefer a good song, something that you can listen to, hear the words, etc. When it comes to individual singers, Joan O'Ma Trading, Sade, The Cause, yeah, just about anything. There has been some debate about whether the playlist refers to a music playlist or a YouTube playlist. When it comes to that on YouTube, you probably can't beat my ones of the local walks during the first lockdown. Bit of advertising there. The best thing you take on holiday?
Him.
She's only saying that
Because
to
he
make
drives.
to make up for something else. See, she's trying to force me to say her.
I cook, you drive.
Well, yeah, there is that. Desmond. Your favourite food to cook in the awning?
Don't have an awning, don't cook outside.
We do have an awning.
No, we have a sunroof. It's not an awning.
A sunshade.
Whatever. It's
Okay,
not an awning.
it's known as a wind-out awning. We still don't cook in it.
We don't have sides.
We have done in the past. We used to. When we had the caravan, we had 4 awnings. We had small awnings. We had big awnings. We had quick erect awnings. We had awnings.
Yeah.
But
All of them cost
these days, we tend not to use it. Question 4. How do you spend your evenings?
reading, listening to music, and watching the world go by.
Pretty much sums it up. And I've got my amateur radio gear as well.
Oh, and we watch videos of what we've taken during the day and
Yeah,
the pictures and stuff.
We review our take, shall we say, is probably one way of putting it.
And then he criticises me for not taking enough pictures.
Yep. Your worst caravanning experience?
Risible caravan site. We got recommended this site, we went looking at it and we thought it looked really nice. We went and we managed one night and then we left. Thankfully we went to Pool U and then we found a wonderful site there. But Risible was horrible because we were so close to other people. There was a party going on the night before, and then in the morning 2 women were complaining that they'd gone to the pub and one couple had never put their hand in their pocket. And this went on for 4.5 hours. It was just one constant row between what were effectively residents on the site. Although it was a touring site, it was just awful. It was, they were in their spot which they occupied from May to September kind of thing. And it was a lovely site in a lovely place, and we've been back in the area with Desmond, but we wouldn't go back to that site. The owners, they may have changed, they may not, but the owners at the time just did not understand. And they would not. They wouldn't even.
This is how bad it was. We went without a refund. Talk about another refund, which we shouldn't have got, which we did, but we won't. Now, I had my worst caravan experience. What was I going to talk about? I had something, I've forgotten it, it's gone. It happens every time, in fact, having to come home afterwards. There was one, but I can't remember what it was.
Breakdown at thingy. Tarland.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we were at Challange in Aberdeenshire over Christmas, and we couldn't get off the site. We couldn't get the car started. Eventually, we got it started, and then it broke down just as we were pulling off the site. The site was closing and closed, and what have you, and it was the problems we had with Green Flag, the breakdown service. In the end, they did get somebody out to us, and they went to the wrong place. In the end, we did get somebody else out to us because we'd already had one, blah blah blah, but they didn't know where we were. Anyway, the third time lucky, we got somebody out. They got the car started and we got home eventually. We've only had one other experience like that.
They didn't get the car started, they put it in the back of a breakdown
sorry, that's right, it went back of a breakdown truck and it went to Huntley, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And we got taken home. That's right. Anyway, the most useless thing you always take with you.
I've got quite a few things in the van that we never use, but I won't get rid of them just in case we need them.
But which is the most useless of them?
The trays in the cupboard.
Trays in the cupboard.
Not
Now, shall I tell you what she said it? When I gave her these are the questions you're going to answer, what did she say to that one? Me. Right.
I thought it said useful, not useless.
Yeah, right. Funniest caravanning moment. Over to you.
I can't remember.
I don't know what yours was.
I can't remember.
Shall I do mine?
Yeah, go on then.
And then you can think about it, see if you can remember.
No.
Mine was We were at a rally down Dumfries, and we were pulling off the rally field, and Lindsay said to me, "Why are you reversing?" as we got to the gate. And I turned round on her and said, "I'm going back to get the caravan. It just dropped off the..." Sorry, I found it funny. It come off the hitch. It was a bouncy old field. It came off the hitch, it pulled the brakes and came to a stop. But of course, I then had to go back and get it. We sorted something out, got a new hitch pull, and carried on our journey home.
The people behind the van didn't think it was funny. He thought his car was going to get written off.
Well, he should brake sooner. He shouldn't be going so fast. So, have you thought of it yet?
No, I can't think.
You can't think of a funny moment?
No.
Well, I'll tell a second one. Actually, if you've seen the Divorce in a Bag video, you'll know that we've had some funny experiences putting up awnings. But the funniest was when a guy came across to me and shook me by the hand and said, "That was amazing the way you put that awning up." We didn't speak. We just put it up because we know what was to be done and all that. And we'd been putting awnings up for a year or two.
Even Craig knew not to speak when we were putting them up. He just legged it and disappeared.
Anyway, Lindsay was off home at the end of the weekend, and Craig and I were going to do some fishing at the CL. We were Gingercrest Farm. That's right. Anyway, we kept in touch via telephone during the week, and I noticed that one of the couples that were together on the CL went on Tuesday. Might have been Monday, it might be Wednesday, but we'll say Tuesday. The day before their friends. Their friends had a row taking their awning down. Never mind putting it up. So I could fully understand why their friends left the day before so they would get set up so they could have a day out while their friends arrived and put their awning up. Anyway, so Lindsay didn't supply one for that. No, but let's have a fascinating fact about you.
I used to make candles. I made candles that looked like food, and I used to do craft fairs and things, and I gave it up basically because I got fed up listening to people saying, "Oh, that looks good enough to eat," and things like that. No, it just came to an end.
And the fact was, the other thing was, I can buy one just like that for 50p in Tesco's.
On you go.
No, you couldn't. Oh, no, you couldn't. Don't need the notes anymore. Fascinating fact about me. Well, apart from the obvious ones. On Friday, last Friday, Prince Phillip died. And I'll get to the fact. The press, the radio, media went into full mourning mode, which is to be expected. Whether you like them or not, he is or was the spouse of the head of state. We are a monarchy, and whether you like them or not, that's the way this country is governed. The social media didn't take long for all the idiots to appear, all the disrespectful, idiotic rubbish to be spoken about. So I challenge you out there, if you like, as a side challenge, that if you actually met him, justify one of those things. Justify the cruel, hurtful, disrespectful stuff that has been said. Because at the end of the day, he's somebody's father, grandfather, great-grandfather, uncle, cousin. He's somebody's family. How would you like it if somebody did that to you? And now we come to the fascinating fact. I have met him. Not for very long. And I was a serviceman. He was there in his role as the head of the area RAF. A titular thing, not an actual thing, but he was there as in that role. And I found him to be intelligent, bright, willing to chat, and the questions he asked were pertinent questions, and he didn't understand the answer, he asked another question or asked you to explain in more depth. From meeting him, he's a great guy. And that's all I've got to say on that subject. Anyway, thanks for listening to our challenge. I don't know at this point whether we're challenging anybody.
No.
So we are sticking with the channel policy where we don't challenge people. But we leave the challenge open to you. If you want to answer the 8 questions, they'll be down below, somewhere in the description. And I'll hand you back to that other guy who'll tell you what's going on. Bye for now.
Sorry.
Bye for now. Then I can do an edit if necessary.
Sorry.
You can't help it. Well, that's enough of that. Hope you enjoyed it. So what have we got up and coming? Well, up and coming, we've got more freedom. She's just announced today, which was yesterday as you're watching this tomorrow, that as of this Friday we've got a little bit more freedom to travel, and as of 2 weeks on Friday we will be moving to level 3, tier 3, and then 17th of May she hopes to move us into tier 2. So it seems to be, the local council are saying that travel to and from England and Wales will be allowed from the 26th of May. I would check that because I've not found any confirmation yet. But that's looks like the way things are going. Now, that's not going to mean much difference to us, but the big difference is that effectively from Friday we can travel throughout Scotland. And 2 weeks later we'll be at tier 3, which means we can travel throughout Scotland to all the tier 3 areas. We can't go into a tier 2, but by May the 17th we will be in tier 2, hopefully, and the islands are staying in tier 3 in an attempt to get people to go there and boost their economy. So, there we go. And that's going to be all for this week. No drone footage, I'm afraid, because that pair, they did go on a bit. So hopefully you'll enjoy next week's offerings, and I'll see the likes, comments and maybe subscriptions going leaping up in leaps and bounds. Or perhaps not. But bye for now. Thank you for watching this week's Desmond's Darkness. Please take nothing but memories, leave nothing that tracks. We hope you enjoyed it and you'll join us next time. In the meantime, please think about subscribing.